U.S. homes are experiencing a significant decline in value.
That's right. According to Redfin, values dropped a total of $2.3 trillion from June to December of last year. That's equivalent to a 4.9% fall. It's the largest June to December drop since 2008. Meanwhile, new home sales jumped more than expected in January. A new report from the Commerce Department finds sales were up 7.2% last month, reaching the highest level in nearly a year. Let's bring in Taylor Marr now. He is the Deputy Chief Economist at Redfin. Thanks for being with us, Taylor. You know, I understand that the housing market in San Francisco, in the kind of the Bay Area, is taking the biggest hit. I'm guessing that's because of all the tech layoffs. But talk to us about why that is and what's the story behind these kind of differing trends we're noticing.
Well, thank you so much for having me on. It's great to be here. This is a really important issue. You know, millions of Americans own their home and have seen their value change, particularly as mortgage rates have more than doubled last year. That's never happened before. It's really changed affordability for many buyers. And as people can afford less home, that's really impacting the value. That's been more true in very expensive areas like San Francisco or New York or Seattle. Home values out there have declined much faster as interest rates have risen. But San Francisco, the Bay Area that's seen the biggest decline, has actually also had tech layoffs. The NASDAQ was down 33%. So tech stocks and the amount of money that people can pour into housing has also fallen quite a bit. So there's other issues going on there. And as well, there's an exodus of people leaving California and going into places in the South. Those are also the places that are building a lot of housing, hence why we've seen a little bit of improvement in new home sales. People are leaving these pricey areas as interest rates make it increasingly difficult to afford a home. And they're going to other places where they can afford a home, even a new home that's being built in Texas or Tennessee or Florida. So that's also what's contributing to the divergence in terms of places that are losing a lot of value versus places that have seen more stability.
So it's interesting to hear you say that because we have been hearing about, I feel like, a lot of folks leaving these sort of high-priced big city areas into kind of more rural communities or communities in the South where there is more affordable housing. Are those really sort of the main factors contributing to certain places experiencing more losses? The fact that you have this sort of exodus from those cities, you have things like in the San Francisco Bay Area, the layoffs that you mentioned in the tech industry, are those sort of the main factors that have contributed to those particular areas seeing those steep declines?
It really is. Migration is a major component of, who's in the market to buy a new home. And it explains a lot of the difference between areas. So everywhere has been hit by higher rates, by a weakening economy, by layoffs that have been happening that you read headlines of. And all of that is impacting markets everywhere. But what really explains why is San Francisco or Seattle getting hit where home values have declined 12% since May in San Francisco. It really is because of these factors of more than almost 200,000 people left the Bay Area just last year. And they're going to places that are relatively more affordable. And those are the places that are booming. Even moving further out into places like Sacramento is really supporting home values in those suburban and rural areas as well.
Yeah, that's why we keep seeing those suburban jumps in Nevada and Arizona as folks leave the priciness of California. Taylor Marr, great to chat with you about all of this. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on.